There we go. It is recording. So welcome everybody to the class of 2020 awards ceremony. And it's a little sad, a little bittersweet for me right now because I have gotten to know all of you so very well over the course of the year. And this is, I mean, most of you know that I took this role over the middle of last year. So I got to know those seniors pretty well, but with you guys, man, I have started with meeting with each of your families over the summer last year. We went through our Prep C class together. We forgot everything we learned in Prep C class together. We talked about college and careers and Navient login problems and grades and weekly check-ins and all kinds of things. I think pretty much every single one of you at some point has been in my office in the past year talking about anything you could possibly think of. And some of you I met a long time ago, back when you were little tiny 14-year-olds, but many of you I met this year, and it has been quite a year. And regardless of how this year has ended, you've all performed wonderfully. You've all made me proud. You've all got a whole bunch of scholarship money, which on Saturday you'll find out how much the grand total is. That's a secret. Oh, you know what? It should, you know, Mr. Gilchrist makes a good point. It's only letting 100 people into our thing. Okay, that's not good. This is Miss House. Oh, I know what's going on. Let me try this. I'm actually using Miss House's account tonight because she has a fancy account that allows 500 people in, she said. But it seems to not be allowing 500 people in anyway. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Does it show how many people are waiting, Ed?
It does not. It just says 100 participants and that's it. Now it's down to 99. I keep losing a person and someone comes back in again. Let's see. Preferences.
Lynn House, are you on?
I don't think she is.
I'll text her a minute.
Okay.
Mr. Rowe, you are Lynn House. You're on her account.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to get back to my actual, here we go. Let's see. I'm back to my actual, like my account.
How are you doing, Lynn?
Switch accounts. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think maybe I found something out. Switch account. Let's do.
Mr. Rowe, we're at 98 right now, so I think we should be okay if people are trying to get in still.
Okay, I mean, I keep getting to 100, then it bounces someone out when I hit person. So
Gotcha.
I'm thinking that there's something going on, and I really feel bad about this. But let me. I was logged in as me. Let me try this again. Okay, now I'm logged in as Miss House. 98 in meeting.
It better not bounce me out, yeah.
Okay, it's not.
Jay Johnson, you're unbounceable. Thank you. I can't be bounced.
Kick Jay out.
Yeah, it's not letting me go over 100 people, which is really annoying. Ugh. Okay, Miss House told me this was going to work. Well, I guess we just push along then. Okay. So I'm glad I recorded all that too. That's great. So as I was saying, we have 80 seniors here who I'm going to recognize tonight for various achievements. And when your senior gets called, just hit the little clap button or something like that. And just to let you know, there will be certificates that will be mailed out to you along with your diplomas that you can frame or do whatever you want to with. Yeah, Grady's excited. He's clapping about the certificates already. Yes. So some of you received one award, some of you received more than one, but this The process sort of goes like this. We send out a call out to all teachers and staff and administrators, and they vote for the people that they think should receive these honors at the departmental level. And then we also have two special awards at the end. And then we also have AP Scholar Awards today. So without further ado, before we get too far into this whole why can't I unmute people and stuff like that, let me hand it to Mr. Gilchrist. He has a few things he wants to say as well. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Rowe. Welcome, seniors and families, to our awards ceremony. The ceremony may be virtual, but your accomplishments, seniors, are very, very real. The list of colleges and universities you're heading off to in the fall speaks volumes about your accomplishments. I know that everyone at Heron is so proud of you for how you've conducted yourselves over the last 4 years, and especially in this senior year. You've been real leaders on campus, and we're really, really proud of you. We can't wait to see what you do next in the next chapter of your life. So without further ado, Mr. Rowe, I'm going to hand things back over to you. Let's celebrate these seniors. And actually, I'm going to jump out so that another senior can jump in if we're really at the 100 capacity. And I'll watch the recording when it comes out. So congrats to everyone.
We're at 98 right now, so hopefully we're not kicking any more people out. Thank you, Mr. Gilchrist. All right, let me go ahead and bring up my screen. Okay, ready to go. There it is. Okay. And present. Okay. Exit.
So I'm going to take off. And teachers, if you are not presenting, I'm going to ask that you join me in making room for more seniors, and we'll watch the video when it's ready. Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you, teachers. I was really hoping everyone would get to stay. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with everybody. And where is that? How do I share my screen? Where is it? Share screen. There we go. Share, and there we are. Now you can see all this. And I'm going to start the presentation. There it is. Okay. So, oh no, 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 no. There we go. Present. There. Okay. Can everyone see this okay? Yes? Thumbs up? Thumbs
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, we can.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So class of 2020, we love you. And I thought it might be a little bit easier to show this rather than just read names. So you can actually see your name across the screen as well. Okay. All right. Here we go. The first thing we start with every year are AP Scholars. And AP Scholars are designated by the College Board. And AP Scholars are they are students who received an average score of a 3 or better on 3 or more AP exams. All right. Our AP Scholars this year, we have quite a list of them, are, what is going on? There we go. Marshall Boring, Zephaniah Brewer, Sophie Coy, Amaya Davis, Cameron Harrison, Emma Holzhausen, Michael Kellums, Brian Lines, Kai Laura, Lucia Maragno, Athena Mary, Maura Phipps, Abby Pribble, Seth Ramsey, Maggie Ryder, and Savannah Ryan. And we have more. Samantha Shelton, Saffron Shore, Annie Sider, Kate Snyder, Ashley Wade. Those, my friends, are our AP. Oh, sorry, Christopher Wagner. I hit the button too many times. Those are your AP Scholar. Oh, and Lucas Whelan. I'm sorry. I really thought I was done with that. And Kira Wise. I'm never going to end, apparently. There we go. Okay. So. Oh, this is a mess. There we go. Okay. Let's try that again. Those are your AP Scholars. Again, those scholars all got a 3 or better average on 3 or more exams. We've also been given a list of names from the College Board of AP scholars who are graduating as scholars with honor. And these are scholars who averaged a 3.25 on all of their AP exams and scored a 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. And the people who are AP scholars with honor are Emily Arnold, Fatia Almoge, Hogan Hickman, Grace Hill, Ben Truax. Those are all the AP scholars with honors. AP scholars with distinction are students who averaged a 3.5 on all of their exams, and they scored a 3 or higher on 5 or more exams. The AP scholars with distinction are Dean Calhoun, Vivian Edwards, McKenna Eichenauer, Julia Frisbee, Benjamin Harris, Gabe Henry, Maggie Crease, Austin Osborne, Rose Ray, with those meatballs that her mom makes, Ainsley Ross, Alex Sullivan, Zoe Simzak, Hudson Thomas, Courtney Valmore, Halla Van Est. Wonderful. Finally, we have one student this year. It's not often this happens. We have one student who averaged a 4 on all of their exams and scored a 4 or higher on 8 or more exams, which is not an easy task. And that person this year of the class of 2020 is Julia Frisbee. Congratulations to Julia. She did a great job. That's pretty incredible. Okay. So how are we all doing so far? We good? Oh, we got the clapping up there and everything. That's wonderful. Excellent. Okay. Let's.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Ms. House is trying to admit a lot of students, so she's on it, okay? She's on it. We may get more students soon. Just want to let you know.
I've got like 23 texts right now coming through, so I'm just going to keep on going. And we're
All right. Just wanted to let you know she's working on it.
That's good to know. This worked a lot better than just me testing it. But anyway, let's keep on going. Back to the screen sharing. So let's see. Okay. All right, here we go again. Okay. Oh boy, this is. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to stop doing that. All right. So our book awards, and book awards are kind of interesting in that this is an opportunity that we offer to faculty and staff members every year on behalf of their alma mater where they went to college. If they have a student that they are particularly proud of in their field, they will often volunteer to present a book award, and it's a book that involves usually their discipline or their college. And they present that award to a student that they have formed a special relationship with. So without further ado, let me go ahead and open this up first of all to Mr. Condon. And Mr. Condon, if you want to go ahead and say a few things. Where's Mr. Condon at? Let's see. So Mr. Condon.
Here. Can you hear me?
There you are. I'm going to spotlight you. Mr.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Rowe. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Mr. Condon. I teach a number of social studies classes at Heron. I teach U.S. government as well as political science and cultural anthropology. If you see me kind of looking down, I'm looking at my kid who I just fed, and she's running around with a very dirty face right now. But I have the distinct pleasure and honor to award, there she is.
Yes.
I have the distinct honor and pleasure to award not one, not two, but 3 book awards this evening. Tonight we are celebrating 3 amazing students and 3 exceptional human beings and individuals that I have been lucky enough to get to know the past 2 years as I had these 3 students in my U.S. government class, as well as political science and anthropology. The students I'm referring to, of course, Emma Holshausen, Dylan Plemon, and Georgie Stern. I am so believably excited that you all are embarking on this next journey, this next chapter of your lives at Belmont University, which is where I went. I feel like this is really special in particular, just because for me in the past 3 years that I've been at Heron, I've never had or seen a senior that went to Belmont. So this holds certainly a special place in my heart. This is also a little special as well because the book I am giving or awarding you three, I suppose, was also a book that was awarded to me in my senior year at Belmont by the education faculty. So this book in particular is entitled From Here to Anywhere. It's a history of Belmont's campus as well as the university itself. I cannot express, and I mean, Emma, Georgie, and Dylan, we've talked about this in person numerous times, but I cannot express how excited I am for you guys to go down to Nashville, go to campus at Belmont, and really, really embark on these, what most likely will be some of the most formative years of your life. I know they certainly were for me as well. I can't think of three better students and individuals that I would want to award this to. You guys are amazing people, amazing scholars, and I know that you're going to do exceptionally well at Belmont, and I think that it's going to be an excellent fit for you guys as well. I can't wait to make a special trip down to Nashville to see how you guys have settled in. Of course, it's my pleasure to award you with this, but if you have any other questions, it is my honor to help you in that transition going down to Nashville.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Condon. I go take care of that baby. All right.
Yeah, I got to. Thank you.
We're all going to clap for Mr. Condon. Thank you, Mr. Condon.
Of course.
Yeah. And congratulations to Georgie, and to Dylan, and to Emma for winning that award. Just so those three ladies know, I will be shipping a copy of that book along with their, they'll get their awards with their diplomas, but I will be shipping a copy of that book to each of them at their house. So they'll have that in the next week or two, probably.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Condon.
All right. Thank you all. Have a good night. And congratulations to all you seniors.
Yes. We have one more book award. And for that, I'm going to highlight my very good friend, Ms. Cummings, who I'm going to unmute right now. Ms. Cummings, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I like your fancy quarantine bookshelf behind there. A lot of people seem to do the quarantine bookshelf.
Yeah, it's the basement corner, which has been the kids' bedroom through the years. So it's less fancy than you might think.
It looks really nice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm presenting a book by Barbara Kingsolver, who is a graduate of DePauw University, and she wrote this wonderful book called Animal, Vegetable, Mineral, where she describes growing all of her own food for a year. And it was just, there was one student that this was just absolutely the perfect book to give. And I've known this student for 3 years, and I'll just tell you how I met this student. On extremely rare occasion, a beetle will wander across the floor of room 16. And one day a beetle did just that. And many of the students gasped and backed off and went, "Ugh," and a couple even got up on a chair. And one student walked to the beetle, said, "Hello," and then identified the beetle by its complete scientific name. And I thought, okay, this is great. We captured the bottle in an Erlenmeyer flask, and the whole class watched it for a while. And by the end of the class, the beetle had the name Stephen Erlenmeyer. And we released it after school outside. Connor Foley was, of course, the student who knew the full scientific name of the beetle. He went on to take AP Chemistry the following year. One time he called the Jelly Belly company to ask them about the chemicals that they used to flavor their jelly beans. That was an absolutely great moment. Connor has been a dedicated member of the gardening club for 3 years and even has started his own garden at his home in the past month. So I am giving Connor the DePauw University Book Award of Barbara Kingsolver's Animal, Vegetable, Mineral to honor him for his wonderful curiosity and scientific energy. So congratulations, Connor.
All right, great job. Thank you, Miss Cummings, and thank you, Connor, for identifying that beetle for all of us. Oh man. All right. So those are the 2 book awards we have this year. And again, Connor, if you're on here right now, you will also be receiving that book in the mail in the next few weeks. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next portion. This is always the fun one. I enjoy this a lot. And this is this year, just to give you some background, in the past, because we have so many awards to hand out and we only have a certain number of time and everyone is in the Redeemer Church across the street from school and all of that, we have to oftentimes sort of keep things to a shortened duration, especially in terms of departmental awards. We used to do a whole lot of these back when the school was much, much smaller, but we have so many students that graduate now that to allow us to give awards to as many people as the teachers wanted, it would take just forever. But this year, because it's special, and because you're all special, and because we have this format that we're working in right now, which can go on for as long as we want it to, and because we've already gone through and given out stoles and cords for National Honor Society, Nikki and 80 and all of those things, we have the time, and I asked teachers to go through in their department and nominate a larger number of students for awards, departmental awards, than we usually do. So that's why there are so many of these coming up. So we go through this department by department, and there's always 2 different types of awards. One is for most improved in a subject, and the other is for excellence in a subject. And most improved just means that throughout the course of the year or even the course of high school, teachers in that department have seen you as a student grow in such a way that they just couldn't help but give you an award for it. If it's an award for excellence, you've just proven to be a fantastic student in that particular field. So without further ado, let me see if I can get my PowerPoint back up here. There we go. And oh, I don't want to do that. I want to go to book awards. Here we go. I'll start right there. So just to recap, Mr. Condon gave the Belmont University book From Here to Anywhere, A History of Belmont University, to Dylan Plemon, Georgie Stern, and Emma Holzhaus. And Miss Cummings, like we just heard, gave the book Animal, Vegetable, Mineral to Connor Foley. The departmental awards, here we go. All right, let's start with English. Most improved in English. Who's our first person? Jay Johnson. Oh, Mr. Jay Johnson. Good thing we didn't. Yeah! Ariana Rowley, also most improved in English. Shariah Washington, most improved in English. And my buddy JoJo Willis, most improved in English. Good job to all 4 of you. Excellence in English. Which seniors received the award for excellence in English? Vivian Edwards. Love Vivian Edwards. Maggie Crease. This is very tense. Donald Piper. Oh, Donald Piper. Is Donald Piper here tonight? No, I don't think he is. That's a shame. Most improved in social studies. In social studies, who do we have? We have Jamila Richardson. Selmi Tercios Rivas. Christopher Wagner. Good job to all 3 of you guys. Most improved in social studies. Excellence in social studies. Amaya Davis, I saw her on her tour tonight. I know Amaya's here. Amaya Davis, excellence in social studies. Noah Kosegi, just talked to his dad today on the phone. Magdalena Ryder, my friend Maggie. Most improved in math. Now in math, the math department took a little bit further. They decided to, I'm not gonna say cheat Miss Paulin, but they just couldn't decide on all the good people. So I just went ahead and threw them all on there. It's gonna be great. We have the time, and I love honoring students. So who's most improved in mathematics? Jayla Duncan, my friend Jayla Duncan. Emma Holzhausen, future Belmont student, as we found out. How about excellence in mathematics? Now, apparently there are a lot of excellent mathematicians in the senior class because we have a lot of them. Eric All, excellence in mathematics. Dean Calhoun, he's gonna be a banana slug in the fall. Vivian Edwards again. Grace Hill. Donald Piper. There he is again, that Donald Piper. Jessica Simcox. Kate Snyder. Courtney Valmore. Halla Van Est. Congratulations to all of you mathematicians. Now we move to science. Most improved in science, we have Grady Owens. I'm surprised he's not saying something right now. Good job, Grady. Selmy Torcios Rivas again.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Grady. Jojo Willis, most improved in science. Excellence in science. Fatiha Almoge. Connor Foley. Ainsley Ross. What else? Here we go. Always my favorite. Most improved in world languages. This one got a little bit longer because we had several languages to work with. So, most improved in French, Sam Eichacker. Most improved in French, Michael Kellums. Most improved in Latin,
Hey,
my buddy Joseph Mahern. There, I just heard him. Most improved in French, Donald Piper. Miss Tagane was very happy with her French students this year. Most improved in Spanish, Jamila Richardson. Most improved in Spanish, Morgan Weathersby. And most improved in Spanish, London Williams. Congratulations to all of you. Excellence in world languages. All right, here we go. Vivian Edwards, excellence in French. Excellence in French and Latin. This was a double nominee. Fatiha got 2 nominees, one from her Latin teacher, one from her French teacher. Connor Foley, also French and Latin excellence. So they'll be getting double the certificates in the mail. Lucia Maragno, excellence in Spanish, and Denise Mares, excellence in Spanish as well. Donald Piper, excellence in Latin. Most improved in the arts. Now this list here, because there are so many different artistic fields, it's an extensive list. So bear with me for just a moment. Emily Arnold, most improved in vocal performance, according to the voice teachers. Donald Piper, most improved in vocal performance as well. Trevor Roche, not only most improved in sculpture, but also he received a double nomination, also most improved in technical theater, which is just fantastic. Good job, Trevor. Excellence in the arts. Madeline Altum for dance. Paige Brown, excellence in instrumental music. Amaya Davis, excellence in vocal performance. Emma Dieter, excellence in acting. Jayla Duncan, excellence in sculpture. Abigail Gorgas, excellence in musical theater. Hayden Green, excellence in sculpture. Skylar Hazlitt, excellence in painting. Hogan Hickman, excellence in 2D art. Mario Lang, excellence in instrumental music. Aaron Letko, excellence in technical theater. Brian Lyons, excellence in musical theater. Reagan Mead, excellence in 3D art. Sophia Moore, excellence in choral music. Gianna O'Alden, excellence in drawing. Donald Piper, excellence in acting. Yes, I think we can all agree with that. Rosemary Ray, excellence in art history. There we go. Savannah Ryan, excellence in drawing. Max Salkovsky, excellence in art history. Kate Snyder, excellence in 2D art. Georgie Stern, excellence in choral music. Elliot Thompson, excellence in art history. Halla Van Est, excellence in vocal performance. Terriana Williams, excellence in acting. I think, yes, that's the whole list. And then, of course, we couldn't leave help desk out. Our help desk teacher wanted to make sure he shared with everyone that Harlan Phillips was granted excellence in help desk, because who hasn't Harlan helped to fix a computer or something at some point? Good job, Harlan. We will miss you and your technical know-how, because I literally could use that right now, I think. Okay, the Founders Award. We're coming into the final stretch here. These last couple awards are very special awards. And when we talk about the Founders Award, this is, we have 4 people on staff here at Indianapolis Classical Schools who are part of the founding group of teachers and staff members and administrators who began the school way back in 2006. Of course, Ms. Janet McNeil, who's the president of Indianapolis Classical Schools. Dr. Jonathan Harris, many of you all know him too, vice president of academics. You all know Mr. Renwick. Mr. Renwick is the Fine Arts Department Chair. And here with us tonight to present the Founders Award is Dr. Deb Cooney, who's our Vice President of Operations at both Heron and Riverside. So let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen there. Dr. Cooney, here you are. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you, and you can take it away.
Okay, sorry I had this like last minute problem with my computer. Am I live here? Hopefully I am.
You certainly are.
Okay, all right, wonderful. First of all, class of 2020, congratulations. This will be something no one in the world will ever forget. So congratulations to all your achievements and to this monumental year, which will never be forgotten. As you probably know, I don't know, that I was in the position of Mr. Rowe before Mr. Rowe took over. So I was helping seniors and all of that. Never could I have imagined that this kind of situation would take place. But it has, and Mr. Rowe, thank you for this amazing evening. I mean, it is very amazing. All these awards, he pulled it together, and here we are, right? Let me address the Founders Award. So, as he announced, Mr. Trevor Renwick, myself, Dr. Harris, and Ms. McNeil are all the remaining 4 founders that have been here since the beginning of Heron High School, 2006. It's kind of like our baby, you know, this is like, we have built this school. And somewhere along the line, I don't think it was even in our first graduating class in 2010, but somewhere soon thereafter, we put forth this award, the Founders Award, to give recognition to someone that we felt was kind of at the pinnacle of their senior class that needed recognition. It is an annual award. It is an award that has been a tradition. This award will, you will have your name engraved on a little gold plaque in front of where Larry sits, right? And it will be there forever. So we always kind of circle the wagons and try to figure this out every year. And I am going to be now reading from various comments from Ms. McNeil, Mr. Harris, Mr. Renwick, and myself for this award. The Founders Award is an honor that's given by the founding faculty and staff who have been part of Heron High School since the very beginning. As this year, in 2020, as we pondered this decision, here are some of the quotations that we stated about our 2020 recipient. This student has consistently volunteered to be an ambassador for Heron High School. This student has demonstrated a willingness to mentor younger students at Heron High School. This student has represented our school and community on advisory councils. We could go on and on. However, the last quote says it all. And I'm quoting Mr. Harris. This student is a quintessential leader. A quintessential leader is one that is natural, that embodies leadership to its fullest. So on the behalf of Mr. Renwick, Dr. Harris, Mrs. McNeil, and myself, we are honored to award Hall of a Nest, this most honored award Congratulations, Hannah. Hala, congratulations. We deeply appreciate your service to Heron High School. And your name will be on the plaque soon as the plaque place opens up. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Cooney, and thank you, Hala, for being a great helper, a great ambassador, a great student, a great friend to everyone at Heron High School. You have been just the best. And I'm going to give you a thumbs up. There you go. Okay. We have one more award. All right. And that last award is, I'm going to go ahead and put my screen back up here. I'm going to share my screen, and there we go. Okay, where is my awards ceremony? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Founders Award. Okay. Well, yeah, we already found that out, didn't we? Okay. The Akean Award. This is the biggest award of the year, and it goes to 2 students, 2 seniors only every year. All right. The Akean Award is, I'm going to read this here. This is the description that we give every year. The Akean Award is the highest honor bestowed upon a Heron High School student. This award is traditionally given to 2 seniors who best exemplify what it means to be a Heron High School student. The recipients are chosen by the entire faculty and staff of the school, who consider the academic achievement, extracurricular involvement, and a demonstrated embodiment of the Heron High School culture and core values over the years they have been a student. So whereas the Founders Award is decided on by those 4 founding members of the school, we open up the Akean Award to every single adult who works in the building, all faculty, staff, administration, and they all have made their decision. And the decision was pretty strong. We had 2 seniors who were definitely ahead of the pack in terms of the votes. And these 2 seniors will also have their name engraved on the little golden plaque that sits behind Larry's desk over in the main building next to Miss Haddock's room. And without further ado, our 2 Akean Award recipients for this year, the class of 2020, and I think you'll all agree with me, these are some really good choices. Amaya Davis, Courtney Valmore. Let me see if I can find them. Where are they? Let's see if I can find, where's Amaya and Courtney? Where are you guys? So there's Courtney right there. There she is. Yay!
That's awesome. Roommates.
Let me find Amaya here. Where is it? Where are you, Amaya? Where are you? There she is. The name's engraved on a plaque behind Mr. Rory.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys have really done a great job. And I cannot stress enough just how proud I have been of all of you. Like whether your award was an AP award, one of these, a departmental award, you absolutely earned every single piece of that certificate that's coming your way. And I hope you hang it up on the refrigerator or on the wall or on the ceiling of your bathroom or I don't know, wherever you like to put things. And just make sure that you never forget the time you had at Heron High School, the achievements that you had, and, you know, just what a incredible, what's the word I'm looking for? Contribution that all of you have made to this school, especially this year with such a weird year that we've ended up having. You all deserved better than me trying to fumble with electronics for 20 minutes, trying to figure out how to recognize you all. I'd much rather be on stage doing this and actually shaking hands with you and giving you a piece of paper and all that stuff. But we've done everything we can. And when they asked me to do this year, I jumped at the opportunity because I just wanted to see you all one more time and just be able to tell you how appreciative I am of everything you've done. And not only that, but making me a better advisor and a better counselor this year, having met with you all, I feel 100 times more confident going into next year already. You guys have changed my entire perspective on my job and on students. And Hala looks like she's like laughing or crying right there. I don't know which one, but yeah, and Amaya's laughing at her. That's good. So it's just, it's been a heck of a ride, friends. And for Mr. Gilchrist and Ms. Klinger, Mr. Westerfeld, Dr. Cooney, Mrs. McNeil, everybody, Dr. Harris, we all want to say thank you and congratulations. And you know, living in some of the strangest times I've ever seen in my 42 years on this planet, you guys have gotten through it with courage. You've gotten through it with dedication. You're all getting your diplomas. You're all ready to move on to the next phase of your lives. And you know what? Yeah, you earned every bit of it, because there were some curveballs thrown at you this year and you persevered anyway. So I could not be any more proud of all of you. And I wish you all the best of luck. And I will be online on Saturday at 2, watching all our speeches and seeing all your little pictures with your caps and gowns and whatnot going across the screen. And it's going to be a good time. So from Mr. Rowe's dining room, I'm signing off. Thank you all seniors. Thank you, class of 2020. And I will see you around. Stop by and say hi sometimes. You all know where I am. I'm in the room at the end of the hall with the bars on the window, right?
We get another thumbs up, Mr. Rowe.
Oh yeah, here comes one. Ready? Yeah. You like that? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. All right, everybody. I'm glad that we were able to do this. I'm sorry for any technical difficulties, but if you didn't get to see the whole thing, or if you have a friend who didn't get to log on or something, let them know. We will be sending out a notice with a link to the video so you can still watch the whole thing. All this goofiness. You can watch me fumble through figuring out how the Zoom video works. So with that, I will say goodbye to everyone and thank you, class of 2020, for the best year ever.